Malaysia Properties Board of Directors, Dato Sri, Dato, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Chong, and on behalf of the management and team of Malaysia Property Incorporated, we would like to welcome all of you to our corporate seminar this morning, titled Positioning Malaysian Real Estate.
I really want to encourage you to spend time to get to know those tenants better. The best new locations and the highest return on profit of new retail concepts, and frankly concepts in the market overall, are coming from those experienced players. They're taking the knowledge they've learned of operating mature platforms and investing that into new, innovative ways of presenting their brand and hitting their consumer markets. But more interestingly is the types of partnerships we're seeing in this organization and the lack of partnerships we're seeing within the real estate sector. We need real estate investors to start thinking as creatively as the brands themselves if they really want to capitalize on investment dollars.
How big is a shopping mall have to get before we really think it's getting ridiculous?
How big is too big? That's hard to say. Those mega malls are making money, so I wouldn't detract from them. But what I will say is certain categories do seem to make more sense. For instance, the outlet category is growing dramatically, and outlets seem to perform better for many reasons when they're no more than one at the maximum 2 levels.
First and foremost, generally all the goods will increase. The only thing that government can do is to provide consumer support in the form of GST vouchers. And for governments who knows how to make use of this effectively, they will try to time it during election time.
In terms of our investment for EPF, obviously there are 6 reasons why we're looking at. Obviously, firstly, like I said, due to necessity rather than anything else, is diversification strategy. The Euro market are quite mature market, very stable relatively. Obviously, we can see some issues coming up from the Eurozone after the global financial crisis. Liquidity, obviously, is much bigger market compared to the Asia market itself. Market timing, steady sustainability income in low-risk environment, and obviously the size of our own domestic market. Obviously, residential, we have very strong retail, it's getting oversupply. The office building or office sector also getting oversupply. But basically logistic is one of the theme that is coming back. Basically, if you look even in the global market, logistic is one of the theme.
Do we have transit-oriented people as opposed to transit-oriented development? Do we have infrastructure facilities to promote transit-oriented communities?
That demographic starting to rise up where I've been here for on and off for 15 years. 10 years ago, you'd never have this conversation. This wouldn't come up. It was the standard, we drive, that's it. Now that conversation is changing.
Transport and all the facilities, and
it will also be supported by a series of feeder services. So again, I believe because buses, they can go to all the housing developments area.
Very great. Very good to hear everyone and have the different kind of opinions about different kind of topics behind and POD and the whole overall market. Very great.
Very stimulating. I think I had an excellent slate of speakers today. I think very fortunately managed to get EPF to come and talk today. To come over and give a very insightful speech on the investment strategy for EPF, as well as the session on the architectural issues involving retail.
Yeah, it's been good. We are a little more, I think, more people than we expected, which is great, and really quite attentive, and definitely folk who are interested in the space we focus on. So from that perspective, it's been a very good event for us.
This is really useful in the sense that it introduces the subject matter very well to the audience. You also have really great analysts who've been all over the world to actually share their experience.
This event is actually very successful. I was amazed by the turnout. It's really good, and a really interesting discussion we had about TOD. So it was
it was actually also a learning curve for me to understand what are the kind of challenges and opportunities here in Malaysia. Exciting times.
Thank you. I think the date is very good, and the crowd is good, and I think everything is also well planned. Everything is well organized.
Okay, really well structured, nicely organized, well attended. So overall, my compliments.
Okay, 1,